Today, we have our Vice Chairman, Representative Joseph Lipan Guerrero. To my right, we have Representative Ralph Yumo. And to the far north, we have Representative Tina Sablan. We do have one of our members attending via virtual conference, Rep. Ivan Blanco. And for the proceedings today, we have an honorary member, Representative Sheila Babalta, that's joining us here today. So with that, we constitute a quorum to conduct today's order of business. The chair will now take this opportunity to entertain a motion to adopt. Okay, there's a motion to adopt today's agenda. Is there a second? It's been seconded. Any discussion on today's agenda? Okay, those in favor of the motion say aye. Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Our order of business is hereby adopted. Since there's nothing under item 3, new business, we'll move on to item 4, old business, which is HJR 21-8, House Substitute 1, requesting the Honorable Governor Ralph De Guerrero Torres oppose any increase in destructive military training and testing in the Northern Mariana Islands, which of course is introduced and was authored by our honorary member for this afternoon, Representative Babalta. I know that there were some action plans that were asked to be undertaken 2 weeks ago at our last meeting. The chair did ask for the opportunity to exercise those plans. However, one of those meetings could not take place, which was our meeting with Governor Torres. However, members, I do believe he sent in his comments for our review. I believe it's the same statement that Special Assistant Regis turned in to us during our last meeting. So if you have those, just for the record, he did turn in his thoughts or his statement on the matter. The only one we weren't able to secure a meeting for was with Mayor Santos. I know he just came back from medical leave, and unfortunately he's within quarantine. So we did try to reach out to him. Unfortunately, that was the situation that came in at hand. Excuse me. So the reason why I wanted to bring us here together is to try to discuss what we have in front of us, because we did have 3 public hearings on the matter, each on 3 different islands. From the offset of the first 2, there didn't seem to be any objections on Tinian as well as Rhoda for it. So I know that was something that that's something that we can take into consideration in regards to this matter. And the administration's representative mentioned that even though they do have work that they're undertaking on their part in regards to the matter that this resolution is addressing, that this resolution is addressing, it wouldn't affect, I guess, their efforts that much, to paraphrase the explanation. So I'd like to open the discussion, members, to see, based off of everything we've heard over the last 3 public hearings, if you are comfortable with adopting the resolution as is, based off of the House substitute. If Representative Sablan, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am ready to adopt this resolution. I think this resolution has received ample public comments. We've had, as you noted, multiple public hearings as well as committee meetings during which we received oral and written testimony. We've heard from a wide range of government officials, including the governor and his representatives, as well as comments from our nonprofit organizations, our advocates, other community members, and I and as you also noted, we really haven't heard any strong objections. Um, and in fact, we've received, I would say, overwhelming support for this resolution. And so I'm ready to adopt it. I would suggest also, though, that we have our Legislative Bureau staff prepare a committee report considering the amount of work that has gone into seeking public comment, and then we can attach that to the resolution when we send it to the Senate.
Thank you, Rep. Uh, Anything further? I know that for the most part, in its entirety, I kind of want to address the author of the resolution. That for the most part, its entirety, um, every person who's testified on this behalf hasn't requested for any change in language. So, for the most part, at least that's something we can take back from the public hearings. That in regards to that, we can, there's not really a need to kind of modify anything, moving forward, at least from the committee's findings. Any further discussion, members? Okay. With no further discussion on the matter, the chairman would like to see if there's a motion to adopt House Joint Resolution 21-8, House Substitute 1.
I move to adopt the resolution.
Thank you. There's a motion to adopt HJR 21-8 HS1. Is there a second to the motion? It's been seconded by Rep. Yumo. Any discussion on the motion? Ready? All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say nay. Duly noted, Rep. Blanco. Okay. Motion to, therefore, the ayes have it. House Joint Resolution 21-8 is hereby adopted in its current form. With that being said, I'd like to recognize our Commonwealth 670 for their due diligence in advocating for this resolution. I know it's been a lot of work that each and every one of you have put together. I know that with work that our representatives, that our colleagues have in this chamber, sometimes as much as they appreciate the work they do, the help that they get from the constituents is just as greater. So I thank Ms. Kathy, Ms. Perez, each and every member of the organization for taking the initiative of exercising the advocacy. I like to ask if there's a, I know we adopted the resolution. I'd like to ask if our good representative from Precinct 4 would like to address the committee at this time.
Thank you, Chair. And thank you, members of the FFA committee. I just want to express my strong appreciation for you hosting 3 public hearings, one on Saipan, Tinian, and Rhoda, and to really encourage the community's input. I'm very happy and pleased that it has been adopted. I would like to encourage the chairman to please include all the testimonies that we've also heard when it was first introduced in March. I know that day we had many strong testimonies presented in the chamber, and so I really look forward to the committee report being presented at our next House session. And I really also want to recognize OCW 670 for all of their efforts. I think this is a good step moving forward, and I am here to support the committee and the resolution in any way. So, thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Rep. Babalta. Ms. Kathy, Ms. Perez, any further comments before we move on?
Hi, good afternoon. As acting chair of our Commonwealth, I just want to thank all of the members of this committee for all of their hard work on this subject, and to reiterate that we would be very grateful for a report kind of like what Rep. Savlon and Rep. Babauta referenced, and that we would love to attach that to the resolution when we approach the subject at the House. So again, thank you so much, everyone. And we're just really pleased and grateful.
Thank you, Ms. Perez. Ms. Cathy?
I just wanted to thank you as well. It was very wonderful working with the FFA committee and taking part. And I thank Representative Sheila Babauta for putting together such a great House resolution. Thank you.
Duly noted. Thank you, Ms. Cathy. So with the adoption of this resolution, I'd like to ask for our LA to work in compiling the report. I know we have a session tomorrow. Not sure if it'll be ready by then, but hopefully if with all the testimony that was gathered, with all the information that was given within those several public hearings, we can have one ready at its quickest, so that way we can push it through at a future session. So that's the next step, and I thank you for your patience. Okay, members. Apologies, it's after lunch.
Chairman.
Oh, recognize Rep. Blanco.
Well, thank you very much, Chairman. I hope I'm coming out clear.
We can hear you and see where you're at.
Okay. I just wanted to ask the author, Rep. Babauta, if she is amenable that we could use the whole or part of this resolution for the current resolution that's sitting in APIL that has not been acted upon.
I believe as a sort of a supporting document to the association's resolution. So you can go ahead. You have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Rep. Blanco. We would be honored to offer House Joint Resolution 21-8 to support any resolution at APIL. So, yes.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Chairman. Thank you, Rep. Babauta.
Thank you very much, Rep. Blanco. Please keep your eyes on the road. Okay, moving on to miscellaneous. Anything under miscellaneous, members? Rep. Yumo? You good? Okay. Okay, all right, if there's nothing further on miscellaneous, we move down to announcements. The only announcement that I guess we can have on hand is that we do have a House session tomorrow. So to those that are listening in via on-air or viewing public, and for those who actually have can access to us via Facebook, our IT department is working to try to make the session accessible as possible. So that being said, just a reminder for the time of tomorrow's session, it'll be here in the House chamber at 10:30. So please pass the word. Thank you very much. Anything further under announcements? With that, the chair will now entertain a motion to adjourn today's meeting. It was moved by the vice and seconded by the majority at hand. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor of the motion say aye. All those opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Today's committee meeting is hereby adjourned at 1:28 legislature time. Thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen.